Has anyone ever said the phrase to you, God won't give you more than you can handle? It's typically a phrase that's meant to bring a lot of encouragement, a way of saying that you're going to get through whatever difficult season you happen to be in, a way of saying that it's going to be okay in the end, that the difficult times won't last. You know what's true about the phrase, God won't give you more than you can handle? It's not in the Bible. God never says it. If you're familiar with the Bible, you might be thinking of a passage from 1 Corinthians 12 that says that God is faithful, He won't let you be tempted beyond what you can bear, and that when you are tempted, He'll always provide a way out. But that passage deals specifically with the temptations that come to sin and not with the different pressures of life. And the truth is, life is full of a lot of pressure, and they often get the best of us. In fact, yesterday, if you tuned in yesterday, God inflicted pressure on the Israelites in the wilderness. He sent a situation that they were not able to handle, the poisonous snakes that came and killed them. And when the Jesus disciples were out on the boat and the storm was raging around them, Jesus was right there in the boat with them, and they were not able to handle it. They despaired of their life. We go through things that we are not able to handle all the time. Think about what it would mean if it were true. That if you really were supposed to be able to handle everything in your life, if you were really supposed to be able to get through everything just fine, it would really mean that, well, you wouldn't need God, because you would be God. You'd be able to handle everything just fine, all by yourself. You wouldn't need God, you would be God. But we're not. And you don't need to be in order to get through life and know that you're going to be okay. Listen to what Paul says in 2 Corinthians. He describes a situation that was full of pressure for them. He said, "We do not want you to be uninformed about the hardships we suffered in the province of Asia. We were under great pressure far beyond our ability to endure, so that we despaired even of life." If you've ever been in that type of situation where you've despaired even of life, where you wondered how you're going to keep on living, you're not alone. But then he talks about why God allowed this to happen. "Indeed, in our hearts we felt the sentence of death, but this happened so that we might not rely on ourselves, but on God, who raises the dead." Now let me ask you this. Can you raise the dead? Have you ever gone to a funeral and brought the person who was in the casket back to life? Could you handle that? God did. Jesus did with Lazarus and with many others while he was alive, and God also did it with our Lord Jesus, who put himself on a cross just to see how sure you can be that you're going to get through everything okay. Because when your trust is in God, your trust is in a God who is determined to stick by your side through anything and who is guaranteed to win. You don't have to be able to handle everything in life in order to know that you're going to be okay. We simply need to be able to see the God who can.